Let's start this off by feeding a bunch of chameleons because that is a fun thing to do. Welcome to this very special vlog. And you're asking, well, Bill, what's so special about this vlog? We get this every morning. Yeah, but I just noticed something about this exact vlog. If you look at my channel, this vlog is video number 600 that has been loaded to YouTube. And that just counts all of the videos that I've loaded up. And we are literally at 600 with this video. So there is a lot of chameleon information out there, and I am responsible for a whole lot of it. My podcast, which started in 2015, has between 350 and 400 episodes, something like that, and growing. I haven't checked lately. And on my website, ChameleonAcademy.com, has over 100 published pages, and I think 125 pages in draft, because I just had to, after a year of working on it, I said, okay, this has got to go out. So there is a lot of information out there. And unfortunately, it's just gotten overwhelming to the point where I think it's time for me to start all over. And so now comes, I've always planned this, but I'm letting you know what's coming for the next 600 videos of my YouTube channel. And that is, I'm going to start with a basics course. I have a basics course on the website, ChameleonAcademy.com. And I am going to go back and I'm going to be putting videos to each one of those modules. And so starting a week from Monday, I'm going to be starting a basics video series here on YouTube. And for that, I am going to be asking you all to help me. This vlog, as you know, it's not the standard YouTube thing. There have been vlogs before, but YouTube really doesn't know what to do with them. They're not, unless I do clickbait titles for each one of these vlogs. YouTube is saying, what do I do with this video? And have to admit, coming up with catchy titles clickbait titles, clickbait thumbnails. That's something that I've got to work on. I mean, what can I do that's clickbaity? That's not normal for me, but it's not something natural for me. But doing video is not something that was natural for me. 3 years ago, I wanted to get these video channel going. Actually, in 2017, that's when I committed to myself that I'm going to do a video for every podcast I release. And I lasted 2 episodes before it just got too much. Video is not natural for me. And so I have literally had to put myself through a self-constructed boot camp of sorts to get myself so I can do video. And kind of an interesting little aside is the Tuesday night live session. You know how that came about? I was sitting down with myself saying, I can't think on my feet. I always have to script it out. And that was a Tuesday night. And I said, okay, what do you do to fix this situation? Well, you practice it. And I went to Instagram and I hit the live button. I said, all right, I'm going to do a live for an hour. And I did. And I committed that I was going to do that every single week. It was difficult at first, but I pushed through. So everything that I've done here on YouTube is essentially, I've been treating it like a sport that I have to train for. And I've trained for it for years, literally years. And the next chapter that I've wanted to accomplish is to go back and review my basics course and create a better video companion for my basics course. And so that's going to start a week from Monday. Now, this vlog is kind of like my private community here. I know the same people come and watch this vlog. And so I'm going to be asking you questions, and I'm going to be saying, hey, what kind of things did you want to hear when you started off? And so let's keep this as an open dialogue. So this is my people in back. You're my board of directors. You're going to be my consultants, and we're going to be putting this together because I want it to be useful for beginners. And we always have new beginners coming, and they look at everything that's gone before and they say, where do I start? So it's time to give them a place to start. Now, I got a request from Carlos that says he'd like to see a little bit more about feeder insects. And I think that's a great thing for me to go over. Now, I want to explain, though, feeder insects are a difficult thing to go over. I will talk about how to take care of them, how to keep them going. But as far as the nutritional aspect of them, honestly, we don't know. Yes, there are some nutritional makeup studies that come from some of these feed companies, but exactly what the feeders do with those nutrients, what the chameleon's body does with those nutrients, is something that we don't really know. So if we put together some sort of plan using the nutritional makeup that we have right now, it could be just an exercise in fooling ourselves. You know, maybe it's not such a bad thing. I mean, could it hurt? Probably not. But we really don't know. And so I'm hesitant to speak about it, because when I do speak about it on a video, people don't listen to the part where I say, and this is just conjecture. No, they just take it as fact. So I need to be very careful how I talk about it. So, but yeah, we're going to start talking about, we'll talk about feeder insects throughout the week. And I'll start with silkworms because that's Spearmint's favorite. And by the way, I love, love, love my Lady Margaret red passion flower that's in my planter box chameleon cage. And so I'm going to show it off. And so we have quite the 2024 ahead of us as this channel fills out, the outreach fills out. I'm very excited about it. And you guys are just going to be coming along for the ride, and you're going to be seeing from the behind the scenes. And you know what? I'm going to keep you informed. Now, one thing I would love to do is I'd love to add in some pictures of your chameleons. I've already got Lazarus from Carlos, but please send pictures of your chameleons to bill@chameleonacademy.com because I want to feature them on these videos. I just want to feature them because it's a lot of fun and let people know that there's a community out there. I appreciate all of you who are using the coupon code Chameleon10 thebiodude.com. And for those of you who are purchasing the arboreal enclosures from Custom Reptile Habitats, let me know. Let me know. And I want to work with you on how you set them up. Let me know what you're putting in them. This has been a passion project for me, and so I'm very interested in how you're using the enclosures. Now, before I send you off, I want to let you know that this afternoon on the Chameleons and Coffee live show, I'm going to have James Cross as my guest. He is my co-host for the DIY Chameleon guys. And so if you have questions about DIY projects or those huge cages that he builds, please come to the live show, bring your questions. We're going to be talking about DIY stuff. And for those watching this later, I'm talking about the Chameleons and Coffee live show that happens every Saturday at 12 noon Pacific, and you're invited. Bring your questions, it's interactive, or just hang out with all the chameleon enthusiasts in the chat. And with that, I want to say thank you very much for joining me here. Take care of yourself, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time.